had the chance to test out several e-bikes here on ZDNET, but I've never had the chance to try out a fat tire model. For the past couple of weeks, I've been riding the new Velotric Nomad 1 on the roads and trails here in Colorado. Hello, this is Matthew Miller from the ZDNET Mobile Gadgeteer. I previously tested and thoroughly enjoyed the Velotric Discover 1. Let's read my review to see all those details. And now, the Nomad 1 incorporates many of those same awesome capabilities and elements in a fat tire model that is made for tackling the roads and trails. I've been thoroughly impressed by the build quality, the performance, and the complete package of the Discover 1. And Velotric brought that same high quality to the Nomad 1. It is available in both a step-through and a high-step models for the same price, with the step-through model designed for riders who are 5'1" to 6'4", and the high-step for riders who are 5'6" to 6'9". I tested out the step-through model because that would give me and my family the most number of different people to try out the different features. And it's a large fat tire bike by itself that already has a big feel, so going a bit smaller with the step-through one was our preference. The Nomad 1 is available in Mango, Cyan, Sky Blue, and Spring, and then that's for the step-through model. The high-step model also has some different colors, but we're going to focus on just the step-through model for this review. Fenders, lights, a kickstand are also included, but do note that the rear light is actually a battery-powered light that you manually turn on and off, whereas the front light is one that's controlled by the controls on the bike itself. There's a couple reflectors that are also provided, but there's no real way to mount those, so I didn't put those on the bike. The fenders were already included on the bike, and to match the fat 4-inch tire, there's a fat fender on both the front and the back. There are no racks included by default, but you can get both a front and a rear rack if you want to have some cargo carrying capacity. So the Nomad 1 comes in a big box, and it's mostly assembled. All you have to do is add the front tire and then attach the handlebars to the front stem, and that's about it. Everything else is already attached and ready to go. It does have fat tires, and by these are 26-inch by 4-inch puncture-resistant fat tires. So be aware of that. It is a big bike. It's pretty heavy. It's 73 pounds, but the battery itself is 8.5 pounds of that weight. It's a large 750-watt motor powering for up to 20 miles per hour. It's a 48-volt battery on there as well. Now, the one thing when riding this is this thing, you can go from 5 levels of speed and assist up to level 5. What happens is both the speed level that you choose and the assist level will match the throttle. For example, if you go all the way up to 5 and then push the throttle down all the way, you should be able to achieve 20 miles per hour. If you go down to, say, level 4 or 3, it'll knock it down to like 16 miles per hour and associated. But let me tell you, when this thing takes off, hold on to your horses, because this is a powerful motor in the rear hub of the bike. And when you put that throttle down, be ready to take off. Now, this is actually very beneficial. On a fat tire bike like this is a big bike, and it has that big feel. So it really helps to have some power behind it, especially if you're going to get off of a stoplight or something like that. Now, I did shoot some video. You may see it in this video of this review, but I went up to 20 miles per hour and slammed on those brakes, and I was able to stop that bike within probably maybe 1.5 bike lengths. I mean, it stopped on a dime. It was great. It does have an advertised 55 miles of range. Of course, with myself being 240 pounds, I'm going to get a little bit less than that. But I've been riding this thing for many, many miles, and it barely chugs down on that battery gauge. So it is a very good bike for long trail rides, things like that. It does also have an 8-speed Shimano full throttle with a thumb shifter. So with that thumb shifter, you can go up hills a little bit easier with that Shimano gears. It does have a very bright and clear 3.5-inch display. Also, it's a big bike. It can hold up to 440 pounds of capacity. And one thing that's kind of nice is the front forks also have adjustments for the shocks. So when you're going over rough terrain and things like that, it can handle quite a bit. This bike is priced at $15.99 to start with. Now, what we've seen with Velotric in the past is they also have sales, so keep an eye out for that. But even at $15.99, a fat tire bike with all of these features is a pretty good buy. As I said before, it is a large bike. And to be able to test that out, I'm a 6'1" guy with 240 pounds, but I did have my two other daughters try it out as well to see what a smaller person might find their experience in riding the bike. And let me tell you, my oldest daughter simply loves the bike too. It's a real joy to ride, especially I'm here just in the Denver, Colorado area. There's miles and miles, hundreds of miles of trails everywhere. We've been riding on gravel roads, on the pavement, and it's just a comfortable ride, and it goes forever. So if you're looking for an affordable all-terrain bike that's comfortable to enjoy outside, the Velotric Nomad 1 is a model to consider and one I highly recommend. Check out the description below for all the details and read my full written review. Thanks for watching, everybody.